everyone, it's Linda and welcome back to my channel. I've personally been doing pretty well with the intuitive eating since quarantine happened. Honestly, during this quarantine, I have been eating pretty healthy. I've been eating out less and I've been finding time to just make more meals at home. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite healthy/easy recipes that I have come to enjoy during quarantine the last couple of months. I am a creature of habit, so when I find a meal or recipe that I really do enjoy, I kind of just eat it until I'm sick of it. So during this quarantine, I've been eating around maybe 5 to 6 different meals and kind of just alternating it slightly just so I'm not tired of it, and it's actually been going pretty well. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a couple of the recipes that I personally enjoy, and before we get into the recipes, I do want to do the usual disclaimer as myself and a lot of other people do. So here's the disclaimer. I am not a nutritionist, I am not a dietitian, I'm not a certified personal trainer. I don't have any actual education or background in this. This is kind of just all of my own personal experience with trial and error. And so you don't have to follow my recipes down to a T. If there are things that you want to take out or things that you want to add to any of the recipes, feel free to do that. I'm not saying that you have to follow my recipes. This is more of just suggestions and, kind of just things that you can take for inspiration to create in your own kitchen. And one last thing before we get into the video, if you have not followed my fitness/wellness page already, please go ahead and do so if you're interested in seeing more recipes or seeing more of my posts. I post on my story on there almost daily, just whether it's showing that I've gotten a workout done for the day, or if it's something I ate, or if it's a snack that I recommend you try. So yeah, follow me on there. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Whoa. Okay, good morning. It's 6 in the morning and I woke up early before work so I could make some breakfast, and I thought we would start the video off easy by making some avocado toast. It's not really an original recipe, but it is an easy recipe. I don't know if I said this, but I never said that my recipes were original. Avocado toast is easy. It's one of my favorite things to eat because it's easy, convenient. You got your healthy fats, you got a protein. I usually add an egg on top of my avocado toast. So yeah, I like to freeze my bread so that way it doesn't go moldy. I'm using the thin sliced dates killer bread, and I'm gonna make 2 of these. I'm gonna use an avocado and I'm gonna cook up 2 eggs. And I don't know, I feel like avocado toast is self-explanatory, but it's something that I do eat every day. So if you guys haven't tried it yet, I recommend trying it. So my brain's still waking up. Let's get started. Okay. There we go. So something that I like to do, because I don't really like a runny yolk, is I kind of like to just break the yolk in here. And I'll split the eggs in half, and while they're cooking, I'll kind of shape them into the slice of the bread, just so that way it fits nicer and I get like a little egg with every bite. Okay, so it is a little bit later. Now I'm going to be making my very famous and very lazy chicken patty bowls. If you follow my wellness Instagram account, you have probably seen this recipe 1,000 times, but basically I get this chili lime chicken patties. These are frozen from Trader Joe's. They come in packs of 4, and all I do is I heat these up on the pan. I believe they are already seasoned, so all I do is add a little bit of garlic powder on both sides. Now, I do have to say though, when you are cooking these and heating them up on the stove, make sure they are cooked all the way through because these are raw. So usually when I cook them, I chop them in half just so I can see that they are cooked on the inside. I cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, depends on how hot your stove is, depends on how hot your pan is. So just make sure that these are cooked all the way through. For one chicken patty, I usually do maybe 3/4 to 1/4 cup of white rice, and then I add a bunch of romaine lettuce. And my favorite thing to add to the chicken patty bowls is actually this extra hot habanero ghost pepper salsa that is also from Trader Joe's. So if you are shopping for this recipe, you can grab everything you need at Trader Joe's. So like I said, this is the salsa. I have shown it 1,000 times on my Instagram page. If I'm feeling a little bit more hungry, I'll fry up an egg and I'll add it on top of the bowl, but I'm not feeling really that hungry right now, so I'm just gonna make a quick bowl and let's get to it. I'm gonna turn the fan off for a second just to talk to you real quick. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I like to basically kind of pre-prep all of my meals. I wouldn't exactly say meal prep because I don't put them all into containers, so I can easily take them and eat them. But a thing that I like to do is I like to pre-chop all of my vegetables and I like to pre-cook all of my meat. And the only thing that I don't necessarily prepare beforehand is like romaine lettuce or stuff for salads and stuff, because I find that it doesn't taste as fresh and the vegetables get kind of wilted and stuff. I cooked one chicken patty and I crumbled it up into a bowl, and I'm gonna add it to my you know, rice and stuff, but I'm also cooking up all of the other ones just so that way it saves me time in the future, so I don't have to take it out of the freezer. I'm just kind of making it easier for my future self to, you know, have meals on hand, so that way I can kind of just get everything ready easier. And it makes it kind of easier to mix things up so you're not eating the exact same meal every day, because although I am a creature of habit, sometimes I just don't feel like eating the same thing every single meal. So I guess that's like a little meal prep-ish hack if you don't want to eat the same thing every day. So yeah, I hope that was a tip that helped, if that made any sense at all. All right, so here's the finished bowl. We got rice on that side, the chicken patty all chopped up into pieces, the salsa on top, and the romaine lettuce. And one thing I have to let you guys know about this salsa is that it is pretty damn spicy, so I just want to give you guys a warning before you try it, or if you decide to get it. I have yet to find a good Trader Joe's salsa besides this one, and it's super spicy, but I also really love the garlic taste that comes with it, so be warned that it is of course spicy. And like I said in the previous clip, or at least I tried to explain in the previous clip, is that I cooked all of the rest of them and then I'm just gonna let these cool down and then put them in the fridge. I know they look weird because I chopped them in half, but like I said before, I chopped them in half to make sure that they're cooked thoroughly all the way. And then when I want to eat a bowl, I grab a whole patty and I rip them up into little bite-sized pieces like I did in this bowl, and then I get a scoop of rice, I get some romaine lettuce, and then I add the salsa on top, and that is a meal. And it's super easy, super quick, and I really don't think it can get easier than this. So it's lunchtime now, and I'm going to be making my vegetarian jicama wrap tacos. And I know, it sounds really weird, but trust me when I say it's actually really good. And it surprisingly actually satisfied my taco cravings. And it's gonna be a really easy prep because I actually did all of the prep the other day. I have my container of the Trader Joe's beefless ground beef, which is like the very vegetarian meat. And then in this container, I already have the cilantro and white onion that's just diced up and minced, or it's diced up, minced, and just mixed together just for the tacos on top. And of course, like I have used before, I'm using the habanero ghost pepper salsa, and I am also using the jalapeno sauce. Looks like this. All of this stuff you can find from Trader Joe's, and the jicama wraps are also from Trader Joe's. It comes in like a plastic container, but I just put them in a Ziploc bag like this just to save space. And this is kind of a good example of what I was talking about when I was making the chicken patties, about how I kind of prep things and like put things in containers just so it's easier for me to access in the future, and just so it's easier to prep in the future so I don't have to take out a cutting board and re-chop onions and cilantro and stuff. Just little things here and there make it a lot easier for me to eat meals every now and then. So literally all I have to do is heat up the beefless grounds, and then I'm gonna take out a pan and heat up some of these jicama wraps, and I will be right back. And here's the finished look. It looks pretty good, right? It actually tastes so amazing too. I honestly can't wait to eat these, and it is literally that easy. So for today, I'm going to be making another super easy recipe. I know this whole video is like an easy recipes kind of thing, but I don't know how much easier I could make this. I'm going to be making chicken wraps. The tortillas are a little small, so I can't wrap them all the way like I would normally prefer, but they're kind of like tacos again, but just stuff that I would normally add in a wrap, so that's why I call them chicken wraps. So these are all the ingredients, and it's really easy to put together. For the wraps, I use these Siete Foods almond flour tortillas, so I keep these in the freezer, and whenever I want to use them, I just microwave them instead of putting them on a pan. You can use any shredded cheese that you want, and normally I would use whatever chicken I have in the fridge. This is the frozen Trader Joe's just grilled chicken strips, and you can microwave these or heat them up on the pan. I personally just microwave them because I am lazy, and usually I would have like leftover rotisserie chicken and stuff in the fridge, but I don't this week, so this is what I'm using. I'm gonna add some romaine lettuce, a little bit of my leftover avocado, and then for just seasoning and flavor, I'm using the jalapeno creamy sauce, and then some red chili pepper flakes and garlic powder. So that will conclude all of the recipes and tips that I have for you today. I hope you can take some of this as inspiration to inspire you to create new things or try new things in the kitchen for yourselves. This wasn't exactly a what I eat in a day video, but if you want to see more of these types of videos on top of the mukbangs that I do occasionally, please leave it in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions. And I think I'm going to conclude this video here, so be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on my social medias, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!